Yeah. And I had another incident that lasted about 5 minutes that's engraved in my head that I can never forget. Our job was to land the initial wave of Marines, and when they hit the beach and the shooting started, and we turned around and went back again to the ship and got some reserves and extra ammunition and brought that into the Marines that were in there. And by that time, some of them were already wounded. The shooting on the beach had started. So we would take those wounded ones and bring them out, and the Navy would have a small, fast boat waiting just over the reef, and we would transfer them to the Navy boat, and they were much faster than we were, so they'd run them right out to the hospital ship in a flash. So on one of those trips, we brought some wounded out, and the walking wounded that could stand up climbed out of our tractor and into the Navy boat. And this one man was laying on a stretcher down on his back, down on the bottom of the tractor. He was the only one left. So the driver got out to pick up one end of the stretcher, and I got on the other. We lifted him up. He was real heavy. We couldn't get him up to the top. So I figured that I had my hands under like this, but if I had the handle of the stretcher and put my hands this way, when I got up to my chest, I could rotate my hands and push. So I said to the driver, "Put him down and we'll pick him up again." So he pushed the guy down on his end, and I put mine down. And when I bent over to pick it up with a new grip, the guy turned his head just a little bit and opened his eyes. And he looked down at me, and he said, "Oh, Jesus, buddy," he said, "I'm sorry I'm so heavy." I couldn't believe it. Here we are in the war, the shells going off all around. In the next 5 minutes, all 3 of us would have been killed, and here he is apologizing to us. I never forgot that guy. And as the little boat pulled out to take him to the hospital ship, I said to myself, "Dear God, let that guy make it, whoever he is." And of course, I never knew. He might be alive today, or he might have been dead while I was saying it. But I never can forget that one.